Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to our next pilgrimage meditation and pick a card, where we have a special meditation. We visit a sacred location on earth and eventually beyond, and we see what experiences we have as we go travel. Then you also have a choice between 3 different pick a card readings as well. And in this video, we will be visiting the city of Jerusalem. And I know there's a lot going on with that region lately, and we'll focus on an amazing energy of peace. But knowing the history of this city can bring a change of perspective with everything that's happening there and around the world. You know, it's considered the holy city by Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In Hebrew, Jerusalem actually translates to the city of peace. It's one of the oldest cities in the world, and it's been destroyed twice, besieged 23 times, attacked 52 times, and captured and recaptured 44 times. It is home to the Western Wall, which was built over 2,000 years ago. It's what's left of a retaining wall of the Jewish Second Temple that was built there. It's also called the Wailing Wall, which is a place of weeping, an expression of the fear and pain that was felt. It was believed that the presence of the Creator actually resided in the temple behind a veil, and perhaps that's why it was known to be a place of peace, because when we are in the presence of unconditional love of the Creator and Spirit, we do not experience the shadow of fear in that bright light. Peace is a state of existence when fear is minimized. Unpeace comes when the inner child of a human feels unsafe or out of control, or both. Battles and war and chaos and anger, those are all results of the human going into fight or flight mode, where we go out of our intelligent, loving, and compassionate side. That leaves the little 2-year-old and its pet hissy cat in control, and they do whatever they want to feel safe and in control, which can be unintelligent, unloving, uncompassionate actions, non-actions, words, or non-words. In the meditation, we will visit the Western Wall to send peace out into the world. And for the pick-a cards, you will have a choice between these 3, and where we ask Spirit, what fear does your inner child want to bring to your attention that can be transformed into peace? You can choose from as many of the 3 as you wish. Timestamps, of course, are listed in the description box down below for the meditation and for the 3 choices of the pick a cards. But we'll jump into the meditation next. Before we depart on our pilgrimage to Jerusalem, let's take some steps to calm and ground ourselves. First, let's come out of any chaos or anxiety we might be experiencing in the moment. Let's close our eyes, take a slow, deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and then exhale. And let's repeat it a couple more times. Breathe in through your nose, hold it, and exhale. And one more time. Great. Now picture a golden rope coiling out of your heart chakra, extending downward into the earth, continuing through the ground, eventually reaching the heart of the Earth Mother. The golden rope wraps itself tightly and securely around the mother heart. And your heart tugs on the rope, and you feel that it is anchored tightly. You feel safe. Take another deep breath. All right, we're ready to head off on the pilgrimage. And with your eyes closed, you begin to let joy and gratitude flow from your heart. This raises your love vibration, drawing you upward. The golden rope gives you slack within your heart, and it extends, allowing you to float and rise. You're aware of the battling that's going on between neighbors and groups of people in your area. You feel their unrest. You're drawn upward above your region and then still higher until you're above your country. You end up in the ethereal. There you feel the presence of unconditional love, which is definitely a stark contrast to the division and fears you were experiencing on the earth. You become aware of the battlegrounds of the past, the present, and the future, where lives were lost and much fear expressed. Your spiritual entourage, your guardian angel, other angels, spirit guides, ancestors, loved ones on the other side, and a large gathering of other beings of unconditional love and light shine bright around you. That allows you to see the world from a higher, different perspective. You see how the small t truths of the human, rooted in fear, were and are the source of the aggression between each individual. All humans fear that if they do not live up to the opinions of others, that means they're unlovable and would be rejected by their tribes. Your head glows with this higher wisdom as you're drawn over the Mediterranean Sea and the Middle East. And as you see the ripples from the past, you realize that there is nothing new under the sun. All emotions have been felt before in some way and have been reflected and projected to the outside world. You understand every moment is either of fear or of unconditional love. The simplicity of this is beautiful. You drift over top of Jerusalem and are drawn down to the western wall, the Wailing Wall. There are hundreds of humans gathered, taking turns praying at the wall. You sense the presence of the Creator of all things there, who's listening to every detail, every heart. Suddenly, all the humans drift together with you, and you join to become one with the Wailing Wall, like all the bricks that are joined together to form the wall. The simplicity of emotions rises again as you see that every emotion and action that's been taken in the past was rooted in fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of death. Your spiritual posse reminds you that you are unconditionally loved. You feel a waterfall of that unconditional love spill out of the heavens down into your soul, your body, your being. It fills you up, and in that moment, you remember that you are unconditional love. It's what you're made out of. You're filled up, and that love overflows out of you out to the world. You realize you do unconditionally love the world when you're in this space and in this energy. An amazing thing happens as that love flows out to the world. That unconditional love energy helps transmute and transform that energy from lower vibrational fear energy to become a higher vibrating unconditional love energy. Just one person focusing on unconditional love can counter over 1 million individuals focusing on lower fear vibration. That unconditional love energy is that powerful. And you make note to try to focus on unconditional love each day as much as you can to help the collective of humanity raise its love vibration. A beautiful wave of that love energy returns to you. And in that moment, you're aware that everything in the universe, everything in this world is made of that unconditional love. A great peace flows over you and through you, knowing that you don't have to change the world or save the world. It is perfect as it is when we see it through the eyes of unconditional love. The Western Wall transforms from a wailing wall to a wall of gratitude. It becomes a beacon of peace both for the city and surrounding region, as well as for the world. In your mind's eye, you can see that the wall is now glowing with a beautiful bright light, and the name Jerusalem, City of Peace, resonates within your soul. You feel a tug in your heart telling you that you are ready to return to your body. All the humans start drifting out of the wall, some drifting upwards along with you back to the ethereal as you make your way back to your part of the world. The presence of the Creator stays with you. As you pass your spiritual entourage in the ethereal, they make a wave like fans do in large stadiums for their favorite sports team. They are so proud of you and your adventure, and they always want to take every advantage they can to share it with you. You drift lower and lower towards your home, the presence of the Creator remaining in your mind and in your awareness. You drift in through your ceiling back to where you are sitting. Before you open your eyes, the Creator tells you that they are always with you. And if you'd like to designate a wall within your own home as a wall of gratitude, think of it now, and it will be so. Take a deep breath as you come back fully into your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Go to the wall that you were thinking of. Hold your left hand to your heart and touch the wall with your right hand. Feel the connection and come to this wall anytime you want a boost of peace for yourself, a loved one, or the world. Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much for taking your time and joining me in the meditation. And now, of course, you can also choose as many of the 3 of the pick-a cards as you would like. Timestamps are in the description box of the video down below if you want to leap to number 2 or number 3. But I'm going to hop into number 1 right now. If you chose reading number 1, and then this is the reading for you, and we're going to have a unique approach to kind of like a revised mutant type of Celtic cross that came to me here. And so we're going to start off with the Runic Tarot. And we're going to look first at the energies of this fear. What is the fear that your inner child wants you to be aware of? What they want to bring to your attention here. All right, so you have 2 cards here, and you've got the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles is like the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, and the 5 of Swords is an inner conflict between your mind and your heart. Could be conflict that spills out with individuals too, but there's like this impatience, this timing, this fear that you're going to run out of time, right? And so I like this energy here for you because the conflict that happens with the heart and the mind, our high heart, of course, comes from a place of eternity, eternalness. There is no rush, right? And so a lot of times when we hear divine timing, our human is like, what are you kidding? You kidding me? I'm only here for a certain amount of time. So that's where this battling of timing is coming into play here. And we're going to pull a card over here, or see how many come out, to see what has brought you to this place of impatience, this place of the fear of running out of time. So let's take a look and see what they want you to know. All right, so we have here, well, here you go. So you have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is this standing out, and I can see where people here, a lot of opinion of individuals. Two sevens really represent a lot of conflict, right? Where there's this battling of forces, people going, what, you want that? Come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us, because misery loves company. I love there's an addition that people have added to that says, yeah, but joy does too. Joy loves company, and they throw better parties. So this is about staying true to yourself, and you trying to be true to you has, it's like there's this obstacle. You feel like there's these individuals that are trying to keep you from that. We're going to pull here, instead of tarot, I'm going to pull from these angels and ancestors to see what message comes in from Sky Father around what they want you to know around this situation of time. All right, so we'll put that one there. And then we're also going to hear from Earth Mother through these Earth Magic Oracle. Okay, nope, they didn't want any of those. None of those. Nope. All right, there it is. And then we're also going to look at the gateway that helps you transform through all this too, through these gateway of light activation. And we'll see here in a moment where all this takes you to here. Okay. Do they want both? Nope, they just want the bottom one here. All right. All right, so let's start here with the Sky Father, and we have Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. So here we go with this standing strong here. I love that coming in. Just gonna move that out of the way for a moment. So this definitely coordinates here with the standing strong, standing tall, not backing off here, that you will persevere, and they just want you to know that. And let's see what other additional message comes in here. Yeah, don't back down. Make your opinions heard, and don't settle for second best. Don't limit yourself, because you'll end up resenting. If someone does hold you back and you give into it, you'll end up resenting them anyway. And so it's really important for you to move forward and to step forward. A warrior is anyone who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get where they want to be. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce primal love, the warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself, even if you don't think you love yourself. If you're exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are, in fact, acts of fierce love. So loving yourself is important. Although the warrior in this card is surrounded by darkness, he is of the light. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you're on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you are being guided to call upon your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. How perfect. We're talking about fears here. So don't, be consumed with this fear. Understand that the reason you're fearing it is because it's important to you, but it's important for you to also face this and to move forward and to know that you're on the verge. I feel like it's the energy of like the Nine of Wands, which is perseverance. Stay going, stay the course. You're about ready to have this transformative type of experience. Let's see what Earth Mother has for you to say. Yeah, here's love and compassion. So definitely this self-love and self-compassion here, knowing that you deserve this fierce love for yourself here, right? And so you deserve to have this unfold. And the judgment of timing is one of the big fears, right? When we fear it's not going to happen in the right timing, we might feel like we're going to fail, right? But when you're living your dream and you're doing what you want for yourself, then you know it's going to be in perfect timing for you. And there's this trust of that too. In this beautiful image, we see hands reaching toward each other through a heart. In the green field, surrounding them is the color of the fourth or heart chakra. It's when we feel love in our heart center that we not only naturally emit the healing energy of compassion, but we also attract love and compassion. Studies by the Heart Math Institute reveal that the electrical signals from the heart are up to 60 times stronger than the brain's, and the magnetic field is as much as 5,000 times more powerful. So the heart has a ton of energy for you for this. It is a given that our thinking patterns affect our feelings and in turn our reality. What we put out, whether it's love, fear, empathy, sadness, and so forth, contains an incredible amount of power to shape and influence our reality. When the focus of our attention and intention is love and compassion, we recognize no separation between self and other. And that's amazing. In the meditation, if you haven't checked it out, I would definitely highly recommend it, because we do talk about transmutation of energy in that. The message brings in here, it says, all wounds stem from the illusion of separation from source and all of creation. The route to healing this wound is through cultivating love and compassion for every being on this planet, including yourself. Not a bland standard of unquestioned acceptance, but a heartfelt sense of profound relatedness to whatever you perceive as apart from yourself. True compassion requires not only the feeling of warmth that emanates when you're in touch with your heart center, but in acts of kindness, even if this simply means being a fully attentive listener. Respect the fact that your heart is a giver, putting out electrical energy, and a receiver, drawing in magnetic energy. These energies are best sensed by attending to the steady flow of your breathing while also noticing your heart area. Righteousness, fear, anger, and judgment are some common ways to block your natural desire to love. Forgiveness is not only letting go of judgment, but also seeing through the illusion that you and all that is are separate. Look about you and inside of you, and do your best to love whatever you see. It's so perfect. We talk about this beautiful unconditional love in the meditation too. And then the bridge that helps you move from this place of feeling defensive and feeling like there's blocks is this beautiful Arcturian light code. Evolutionary downloads recalling power and future thinking. Beautiful, beautiful brightness here. We'll just put this like this. And let's take a look and see what this brings for you. So Arcturus is a giant red star that is among the brightest stars seen from the northern hemisphere. It's around 25 times larger than our sun and can be found just beyond the Big Dipper. Many believe that there are light beings living on a blue planet orbiting Arcturus who are in the fifth or even the higher dimensions. Some think they could be a prototype for what is possible on planet Earth. They are described as blue beings, for when they appear to those who can see them clairvoyantly, they are often blue-skinned or emanating blue light in their auric field. The Arcturian race are here to help those on Earth who feel called to facilitate healing and to move beyond draconian and patriarchal ways of being. They guide us to realize that we have a great opportunity to evolve beyond these limited states. And if we don't, we'll be stuck on a karmic wheel for thousands of years before we get our next opportunity. So if you feel called to the Arcturians or this information, it could indicate a past future incarnation of the Arcturian planet, or that you have Arcturian guides working with you. To connect to this energy, imagine yourself enveloped in a golden, orange, and blue light. Then say, great blue beings of the Arcturian race, thank you for downloading into my frequency forward-thinking energies that will help support my evolution. It's so perfect with what we're talking about. Then your message here is you can evolve into a greater state of being now. This begins with how you approach even the most mundane of tasks in your own little universe. Show up in ways that you've never showed up before. Instead of checking out this planet, it's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, realize that you have a huge part to play. Recall your power. Realize that you are part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. Doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a larger group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you've been having recently. If you've been hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you're being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Arcturians are with you. Little Smurfs, right? The little blue ones. So I love that. This energy, and then let's see where this takes you forward here. So with this transformation based on current energies, where is this taking you? What's the outcome here? All right. Yeah, Page of Wands, new power. So let's talk about taking back your power. And so with this Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands is you stepping up in upgrades. So you definitely have these messages here of things have been going slow on purpose, for purpose, to help you raise your vibration and to allow the space for these uploads, these downloads or upgrades, I guess you could call it. And I love this because you're stepping into new power because of this. We're also going to pull from the Dark Tarot here, and we're just going to find out. I split out the 4 suits of the Minor Arcana just to see what they want you to know about the current status of your 4 areas of your life, and then we'll get some final advice from them too. So we'll start off with Wands energy, which we've already talked a lot about here. So let's take a look. What does Spirit want you to know about your fire energy, which is your passion, your drive, your ambition, and your spiritual energy too. I was going to say, you probably get the Ace of Wands because you got the Page of Wands here, so you definitely are stepping into this beautiful power here. So you are experiencing this. You're given this gift of a magic wand, of whatever you focus your energy on is what grows and expands. So I love even this. Looks like they're holding the staves here. So perfect here. And then we move into the Pentacles suit, which is all about the physical outside world. This is your spiritual energy. We'll talk about the physical world, the mind, and emotion. This is the only one about people of the outside world, the physical world. This imaginary stage that we're on, but we'll take a look here and see what do they want you to know here. They want this one here. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. abundance, fullness, this opportunity that your life, this is like one of the most abundant feelings here. And I like this because this is reminding me kind of like the magician, where they're all holding these magic wands, and, you're able to be this conduit of all this energy from up above that comes down through you and into the world. And when you do that, when you're finding your worth and your power from within, allowing yourself to feel this fullness instead of investing all of your energy in the outside world and it feel like it going into a black hole. With all this movement and the regaining of your power, your life does feel so much more fuller. And it's a change of perspective. Because we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So if we feel like we're powerless, we're going to see the world as lacking. When we step into our power, we see the world as abundant. And I feel like that's a lot of what's happening here too. And let's take a look here at the sword suit. Nope, none of those. And see what your thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, what Spirit wants you to know about that in your life right now. Okay. I do want that one here. Yeah, Three of Swords. Here's those fears that we were talking about here. The Three of Swords is like the expectations equal disappointment. All the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that hold us back, which are these beliefs. We're talking about 3 areas of our life that were defined by our relationships with people, whether it's romantic, friends, family, whatever. We're defined by our situations we can get into, like jobs and education, social status, things like that. And then our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions. But all those things are unstable and we will make us feel like failure, and that's where we get those feelings of lack we were talking about. But when we release ourselves from all these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must of the past and connect inward and upward, we get this freedom that comes in that allows you this forward movement too. And then cups, which is the water, we've got this is fire and earth and air, and now the final one is water. This is emotions. What does Spirit want you to know about your emotional journey here? They do want this one right here. And we've got the Three of Cups. Yeah. So the Three of Cups here is joy, celebration, but also is connection to the higher realms as well. And it represents your spiritual posse, your support team. So you might have these Arcturian guide or guides connection to this collective of beings that are helping you on this journey too. Because we do have our guardian angel and angels, our spirit guides. And if you've listened to the meditation, you know that they're always looking at any chance to cheer you on and to do the wave, woo. And so they are definitely saying they are with you and they're helping you on this journey. But they will work on things in our life that we asked them to do before we came down here. We're like, here's a big list of stuff, and they'll do that. But they honor our free will, and they will not, impose on us. They might kind of, behind us to get our attention through numbers and synchronicities and things, but they will not meddle in our life beyond what we asked them to do before we came down here. But you can ask them of your own free will while you're down here for signs, synchronicities, assistance, and they're more than happy to show you that and to help out there. And then we're going to look here for your final message from the major arcana from this deck and see what their final piece of advice is for you here in transforming this impatience, this fear of time into peace. So let's take a look here, right? I do want this one here. But you get temperance, right? Oh, justice. So justice card here. The justice card normally, with being card number 11, it's usually the scales, and they have the Ace of Swords that's there that allows us to, with this Three of Swords, we're inundated. It's way out of balance when we start off because we're given so many opinions, thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, supposed to, shoulds, need tos around time. That's where we have all these fears that are influenced by timing of things, right? And then the other scale's way up here because we haven't learned and connected to capital T truths of the higher realm. But the more we do and connect to that, the more not only are we putting stuff on this scale to help balance things out, but with that Ace of Swords that's normally with the Justice card, they're able to slice away and get rid of this small T truths of fear, these Three of Swords. And it gets things and it cuts those away, so it moves things faster. And the balancing of things comes in that opens up this portal, allows you to move forward and step into your power, realizing that the more we connect with higher things, the faster things move. All these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets are like sandbags on a giant hot air balloon that keep us grounded and connected to the earth, but we don't get to move very much. It's like very slow moving, but as we cut away bags and we rise further, we're able to go more distances too. So I love this for you guys. And that is what they have right here. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a few things that you can do. First, for this video, you can give it a thumbs up, that by hitting the like button, of course. And that tells me that you're enjoying the videos, but also tells YouTube that you are, and they'll bring you more of the same. Also, the second thing you can do is click that subscribe button. That gives you access to the notification bell, and it will notify you as soon as I put out new videos. Plus, it'll let you know when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings as well. And doing all of these things helps spread the Zen love in your part of the giant love tsunami, because when you like or share any of my videos, comment on my video, subscribe to my channel, become one of my YouTube members, doing any of those things helps spread that love, because it makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited, wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel ignited or inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information, I do offer personal readings, and they're half off until the end of 2023 for my personal recorded readings, and you can check all that information out in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful people, as you're going through this adventure, know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator, and of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there, and you take care. If you chose reading number 2, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off here with the Runic Tarot. And we're going to kind of do a mutant type of Celtic cross here. And we're going to start off asking just what is the fear that your inner child wants you to know about. So we'll start that as the center and see what they want you to know here. All right. So the fear of death. All right. Well, you are not alone in that, I'm sure, or of change. So either one comes in here with this. So we definitely, very, very clear message starting off here. And then we're also going to pull and see what has brought you to this place here. And so we'll start there, or secondly, and see what energies. I feel like it's this one right here. All right, and see what comes in here. So you got the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is about this imbalance and this need of balance in life here. The two does show the power of choice in the outside world, with the Pentacles being the only suit about the outside world. The others are about our energy, about our emotions and our thinking. This is about decisions to be made in the outside world. And the fear of making a wrong decision can bring you up this fearing like, well, what's the worst that could happen? Well, death is the worst thing that could happen if we make a wrong choice in the outside world. But I love the clarity that's coming in here. This indecision, this out of balanceness is making you fear that you're going to make a wrong choice in the outside world. We're going to dig deeper with all of this here too, because this is what's bringing you here is this, what to do, which way do I go, right? So we're going to ask Sky Father here first, just the heavens. What do they want you to know about these feelings of indecision or making the wrong choice? Then we're also going to ask the Sky Mother here. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. This is the Earth. I think this is the Earth Oracle. Earth Magic, sorry. So let's take a look here with Mother Earth. What does she want you to know? All right. This top one here. And then we're also going to look at what gateway, what helps you transform, and we'll look here in a moment too to see where this takes you here once you're based on current energies. So let's just take a look here and see what gateway allows you to move through this. All right, nope, none of those yet. What gateway? Patience? Is it patience? All right, it's this one right here. All right, so let's start off with Sky Father, see what they have to say here. And you got summer, bask in joy and light. I love that energy because it is this, how do we overcome the fear of change and the fear of death even? And with this summer, it's the choosing joy, choosing the gratitude for what is instead of fearing and focusing our energy on our fears. When we focus in on joy, celebration, enjoying each moment. And there's also this eternity that comes in, right? I know our human side is like, oh, I'm only here for so long, right? But there is this connecting with spirit more and more and understanding that there is no wrong choice, that every choice just brings different experiences. Every choice, every moment with the two is a choice between the fears of losing conditional love and unconditional love. It's one or the other. And so it becomes very simple. When I'm in this, I'm going to experience lower vibrational experiences and people, etc. And I'm in this, I'm going to bring in higher vibrational experiences and people. So I like that. Let's see here and see what summer brings in here. I believe these are in the back. Yeah. So it says, rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. And bring your fears out into the light too, because when they're hidden and we keep them in the shadows, they seem so much more real. But when you talk about them, journal about them, that helps transform them too. And it says, summer has always been recognized as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom. Animals are enjoying the freedom of the wild summer days and nights. And people are taking holidays, basking in the sunshine and being lifted energetically by the light and warmth. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives here, in your spread, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions too. So if you're in the northern hemisphere, we're about to hit winter here in less than 30 days. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, you're about to hit it in 30 days. So good timing here. But I love this bringing things into light, having the joy, the sun shining bright, because again, when we keep things in darkness, they can feel like they're so much bigger than when we shine the light on them. And let's see what Mother Earth, let me just scooch these up a little bit, what she has to say here for you. Tsunami, wake up call. All right. So we'll put her down here. And let's take a look here. And all right. So one of the scariest, right, and most destructive of natural phenomena, along with volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, and tornadoes, a tsunami occurs when a large volume of water is suddenly and rapidly displaced. It's triggered by an undersea disturbance, typically an earthquake, or a volcanic eruption that causes a series of powerful waves to travel across the ocean at speeds up to 500 miles per hour. Yet on the open ocean, the height of these waves seems so small that they generally pass unnoticed. As these waves, collectively called a tsunami, get closer to the shoreline, their height increases enormously, even as their speed slows to 50 miles per hour. The distance between the waves or the trough can be considerable, taking 20 to 30 minutes from wave to wave. If the trough hits the land first, the waters recede rapidly and dramatically, followed within minutes by an enormous wave that initially comes as a surge. This receding is a clear sign of an impending tsunami. We can't outrun the wave that follows, but we can avoid being swept up in the destruction by moving to higher ground. So this says you are getting a wake-up call. It may be in the form of a significant loss or other dramatic event in your life, typically one that you were not prepared for initially. Yep, death and rebirth here. There is this change coming here. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring. Yet you also know that it is time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. You're experiencing a real-life drama, so there's no need to amplify it more than it already is. Often when you look back after something like this has passed, you can recall signs that foreshadowed it happening. There may have been obvious clues that you ignored or omens that were so subtle that were easy to dismiss as imaginings of the mind rather than the voice of your instinct. There are many anecdotes about animals operating purely on instinct, picking up on cues and naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami reaches the land. To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts, while at the same time seeking the higher ground of spiritual truth. Yeah, so I love this. This is perfect because there is this change coming. And it feels like it comes out of nowhere, right? But, they have tsunami warnings that you can get advanced warning systems. It's just about making sure that your connection with spirit is very clear. And let's take a look here at this gateway of light activation and see here. And you got the Anunnaki, I think it's right, light codes. Energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. So there definitely is this, with this death and this rebirth, that, fearing change, fearing death, that this change does happen on purpose for you, and that it's coming at the perfect timing. It's just trusting it. And if you want to be more prepared for it, then definitely the more you're connected with the spirit realm, the earlier you'll hear the countdown before this comes in. And it says the Anunnaki are a race of cosmic light beings who've been coming to Earth since ancient times. The Sumerians and Babylonians acknowledged them as the deities who govern the space between the worlds. The divine leader of this incredible race is the goddess Ishtar, a powerful figure similar to the Egyptian goddess Isis. The Anunnaki have taken many forms throughout the ages. They have an angelic warrior-like quality and have appeared with wings, sometimes up to 4, and with an elongated head and face similar to that of an eagle. When the Anunnaki appear, it's important to know that they are heavenly allies, supporting our healing and our ascension. And in the distant past, they visited the Atlantean civilization and helped those who were aligned with the spiritual path to ascend to the next dimension so that they could leave the wheel of karma. They acted as divine judges, deciding who could ascend and who had to be left behind for the growth of their soul. Those who had abused their powers and had not honored the divine or valued the greatest gift of life they'd been given had to remain for the cataclysmic ending of their civilization. And for that reason, some people who have had Atlantean incarnations may fear the Anunnaki, but be assured that they are beings of infinite light working for Source. Here's the light coming in here. So the connections to this, trusting the process, trusting that there is assistance here, right? To connect to this energy, it says, say, Anunnaki, Anunnaki, Anunnaki. I welcome in the presence of the Anunnaki people. Thank you, angelic cosmic beings, for immersing my energy body in your light codes. Your message, great change is coming to you, but this can only occur if you're willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you're wondering what is the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. This is the death and rebirth. All this is about change. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what is important to you. You're standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon the earth. How perfect. I love it. And this, let's see, based on current energies, where does this take you to then? This fear of change, this new birth. Obviously, it's probably going to take you to a new birth of some kind. Yeah, Queen of Wands, stepping into your power. You know, she's someone who is bright and has a lot of energy, and whatever she sets her mind to, she can accomplish. She also, all the queens are given a second portion of water. So not only is she connected to the spiritual energy, but she also has the Queen of Cups energy, or this water energy that allows her to have a very, very distinct and clear connection with her empathic abilities, her gut instinct and intuition, but she also has a great connection to the spirit world. So definitely communication, connection with the spirit world is what is needed to help you move beyond here, and you end up stepping into this beautiful power. Now we're also going to pull here from these dark tarot, and I split out the 4 minor arcana from the major arcana and the 4 suits, and we'll get energy. We start off with the wands, the fire energy, which we talked about with the queen here, but this is what does spirit want you to know that's currently going on with your spiritual energy. And you've got the 8 of Wands. Yeah, a lot of communication coming in from spirit with the 8 of Wands, and you do have this quick movement and flood of a ton of energy that's coming your way here. And, whatever this death and rebirth is, it does clear out the clogs in your pipeline that allow things to flow in. So I like that for you. And then we move into the Pentacle suit, which is the earth element. And this is what the spirit wants you to know about your outside world. And you've got the 6 of Pentacles, this balancing of things in the outside world. There is this again, you have the 2 of Pentacles here, you got the 6 of Pentacles, 3 on each side. It usually has scales on here too, so there's this balancing, this throwing out of that you're getting in and you're also giving out. But there's this equal giving and receiving, the tides even, this flow, this ebb and flow that's coming in the outside world, but this need for balance coming in here. And that you are in the process of this balancing type of energy in the outside world. And then we move into the air element, which is of the sword suit, which is your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, and all that. And you've got the 8 of Swords. So you definitely have this flowing energy. 2 8s here. 8 of Swords is that you are recognizing your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. These things that have made you feel blinded and bound and trapped and small, powerless before, but you're stepping through those. You're really understanding this. All of these 8s and 6s and 2s is this flowing type of balanced energy that's coming in here. So there is a flow that's coming, but there's something, it's like they have to dynamite out some stuff that's clogging the pipeline, which is all this change that happens here, but it definitely brings in this beautiful flow for you. So you know it's happening for you, right? They don't do anything to you. They, even though sometimes we're like, why did that happen, to me? And we play the victim role for a little bit when we realize and ask, why did I want this to happen for me? There's this change and this transformation that comes in. And then we've got the water element here, which is emotions, the cup suit. So what does Spirit want you to know about your emotions? Let's see here. Yeah, and I got the 9 of cups. This is like a dream come true card, this fullness that comes in that fills up all of the emotional cups that come in here. And I like this. There's whatever this block is, whatever this change, all these changes that are coming in, it's to help you reach and get to this place of where you feel like your dreams are coming true. Obstacles that are standing in your way, this death and this rebirth. It's like if you're a caterpillar and you need to fly and go 1,000 miles, the caterpillar's never going to make it if they stay in their current state. So they go into the cocoon, they transform into a butterfly. Butterflies have migrations of hundreds, thousands of miles that they can fly and go so much further than they ever could as a caterpillar. So this transformation, this death and this rebirth, this change that's coming is happening so that you can move forward more towards your dreams. And then your final card here, we're going to take from the Major Arcana, which this is the final advice they have for you on how you can transform this fear of change, this fear of death even, into peace instead. And we've got the World card. Yeah, endings and new beginnings. I like it's the last card in the Major Arcana, and it basically is the ending of old cycles, the beginning of new adventures. The old ways don't work anymore. It's a victory and a completion, but it's ready for a new adventure that's free from so many things. So definitely with the death and rebirth card and the World card, you do have these cycles that are coming to an end. But there's this trust, that comes with this, that just know that it is always for you, no matter how it looks from the human perspective. You can trust from that you're in good hands. You have a large posse of spiritual support on the other side that are always rooting for you. If you listen to the meditation, then you heard them, giving you a big wave of like in a giant stadium when people are cheering for their favorite sports team. They do a wave and cheer and holler and have all this support for you. And that's definitely here. So I love this for you. Just trust that this change that's coming is definitely for you, and it's going to help you step into a place of power and connection with Spirit in your life too. So I like that. And that is what they have. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a few things that you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That tells me you're enjoying the content, but it also tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content, and they will bring more of that similar content to you. The other thing you do is click that subscribe button. That does give you access to the notification bell. And if you click on that and select all, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on my channel, and you'll be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Also, doing all those things helps spread the Zen love, because when you like or share any of my videos, comment on any of my videos, subscribe to my channel, become a YouTube member of my channel, doing any of those things makes the YouTube algorithm super giddy, happy, excited, and it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you are looking for even more specific information for your life or a situation, I do offer personal readings. All of my pre-recorded readings are half price till the end of the year. All that information is listed in the description box below if you are interested. Right, beautiful souls, as you're going through this wonderful transformation, know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there, and you take care. If you chose reading number 3, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off with the Runic Tarot. And we're going to kind of have like a mutated Celtic cross. And we're going to start off asking what fear does your inner child want you to be aware of? So we'll start with that. All right. So you got 2 cards. You got the Page of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. Now, this is interesting because the Page of Wands is about like a upgraded energy and an indication of movement. And also the 8 of Pentacles is about having put in the blood, the sweat, and the tears of the apprentice, following a master, and they're ready for the movement, but it's about making a leap to the next step. And it's like this fear of stepping into your power. And I kind of want to put it with the Page of the Wands being the one that's seen here, because it's about, you put in it and it's about getting the reward. And there's this fear around that. Well, let's see what's brought you here. What's the next card we're going to pull here? Whoa, all right. So what has made you fear here? All right, so you have the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords are your thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets, and this is about deception. And so I see here that you've had betrayal in your past where people have pulled the rug out from underneath you. Like if it might feel like there's something coming up here that feels too good to be true because of these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you had for yourself as well that cheated you out of opportunities or stole things out of your life. But also, I feel for majority of you, it took the embodiment of individuals mirroring that to you. So this deception, this stealing things, like you put in all of this opportunity and you're ready to step into your power, and they're like, no, we can't give that job to you right now. And you're like, what? It's like you're afraid to make these steps. You're afraid to move forward in your outside world into this new area of your life that you deserve, but you fear that, like, when's the other foot going to drop? When is this going to happen, right? And we'll dig more into this too, but we're going to ask here, we're going to use these Angels and Ancestors Oracle, and we're going to ask the Sky Father, the heavenly realms, what they want you to know about this fear of taking the next step. What do they want you to know around this deception and around all of that? So we'll put that up there. And we're also going to ask the Earth Mother what she would like through the Earth Magic Oracle. So let's take a look here. What else? Well, all right. She's ready to speak. Boom. And then we're going to look here through these Gateway of Light activation and see what gateway takes you through this, and then we will see an outcome here in a moment too. So, all right. So that's the pathway. All right. So let's start off here. What does Sky Father want you to know here? Yeah, trader. Not like a traitor, but a trader of things. Exchange energy to create abundance. I like that. Whatever you focus on is what grows and expands, and what you draw to yourself here. And with this Page of Wands, it also is this energy of you stepping into your power, because whatever I focus on, I draw to me. Like attracts like. If I focus on what I'm missing, what I fear will come in or leave my life, or what I hate, I draw more of that into my life, right? So I like there's this exchange that energy, the lower vibrational energy, for higher vibrational energy. Like a little child going into a donut shop and has a little glass counter, and it points and points and points at these donuts, and so the baker loads them up, and they're like, these are all the donuts I hate. And so the baker recommends, instead of pointing at what you hate, point at what you love, and I'll give you dozens of those instead. So I love this transformation of this energy that's coming in. Let's see what else they have to say here. Make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. I love this. The trader brings the lesson and energy of exchange. Again, you've done the work, you get the reward. When he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever that may be, in order to expand, or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. For example, if you are a creative person or consider yourself creative, when you share your talents, you are giving them. And when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's all a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. So I love this. The sharing of your talents here is the focus. It's not about, focusing on the reward, but the reward in itself is being able to share who you are and what you've been studying and fine-tuning here. The extended message for this says the universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you're being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. So perfect. All right, so that definitely supports what we were saying there. And then Earth Mother says the waterfall, effortless. Beautiful card there. We'll put her right here. Just move that up a little bit. Let's see what the waterfall brings in here for you. So water naturally flows from higher to lower ground, eventually finding its way to the ocean. One of nature's most exquisite and dynamic demonstrations of this fact is the waterfall. Graceful, powerful, and effortless, she can take our breath away with her cascading beauty. She readily flows around that which may otherwise impede. She's extremely patient, persistent, and skillful in the way she so gradually shapes and carves her passageways down the slope of the mountain. Note how the waterfall forms ribbons that accord with the artistry of the stone faces she descends, joining the calmer pool for a rest before she continues her journey. There is no strain or stress in this movement. The water simply follows natural law in the interaction between the formations of the precipice that she traverses and the powerful fluidity and adaptability of her flow. Effortless, yeah. So putting in the work, allowing things to flow. And I like these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have been holding you back. This fear of things, trusting the flow, trusting that everything flows in its natural way here. I like that. It says you've come to the edge of your comfort zone and find yourself fighting to resist moving past that perceived precipice of who you are, how you can be, and what you can do. Spirit is asking you to step beyond the edge and allow yourself to do so with ease rather than struggle. Yes, at times physical exertion is necessary, but when performed with fluidity and grace, even when the task seems daunting, you'll find that the movement moves you effortlessly. Approach the present situation or relationship with awareness and grace. Do not try to make it effortless. That just creates more strain. The key word here is to allow. This is not a time to fight, but to surrender to the will of Spirit, even if you're being asked to let go completely and tumble into the brink of creation itself. You will find the waters there to be ultimately still and calm. Keep your focus on your solar plexus and your breath, breathing through any tension. Relaxing and yielding to the movement that is occurring at any given moment makes your life effortless. I like it. Perfect. And then the gateway that will help you flow through this, you got third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. Beautiful card there. And we're going to put that here as it moves this here. And let's see what comes in here for you. All right. So the third eye or brow chakra is the energy center found in the middle of your forehead between the eyes, between your brows. Often represented as an eye, it governs all the aspect of our vision, including dreaming, reading between the lines, visualization, and even having psychic insights. This card transports us through a gateway representing our spiritual connections. Seeing with our inner eye is our divine right, and our soul self has never forgotten how to do it. In fact, we are often using the special talent even when we don't realize it. For example, when we imagine something before it happens. To connect to this energy, anoint the space between your brows with your favorite essential oil or moisturizer. Close your eyes and massage the space. Tell your inner vision it's safe for it to be fully activated. Affirm, I am willing to see. Your message from this gateway says that it encourages you to unlock your psychic abilities and to stop questioning your divine ability to see. Know that great potential and healing will be unleashed when this space is activated. If you have an intuition about something, trust what you are seeing. This is a sacred time for the psychic potential that you have had since childhood, and it's awakening from slumber. You've always been a dreamer, sometimes thinking about how the future will show up or revisiting the past. Now the gifts that have been discouraged in the past are reawakening, and your inner vision is stronger than you imagine. You have an innate ability to see further than human eyes and are able to identify the energies of what is going on around you with your activated third eye. This gateway is here for a confirmation that when you are seeing and experiencing all of that is in divine alignment, and that you are being supported as you develop this source-given gift. I like that. Close your eyes, your physical eyes. Trust your connection with spirit and your gut and your instinct. It's like get out of your mind and allow this movement, where you focus in your energy. And it's like get out of the mind of the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must, and trying to control. Go more with the flow and trust your intuition and your gut. And let's see, based on current energy, where does this take you then from this place of feeling stuck or fearing that, the other foot is going to drop? Yeah. King of Pentacles. One of the most abundant cards in the entire deck. So trust that everything is going to work out in a beautiful, beautiful way here, because the king rules over the outside world, very secure, very abundant. And so you can trust that, which is so perfect. Instead of fearing that the other foot's going to drop, you get a third foot that helps carry more things even. That's funny. All right. And then we're also going to pull here from the Dark Tarot, which I broke out the 4 minor arcana from the major arcana. These represent 4 different areas of your life that Spirit wants you to know around all this. We can start off with the wand suit, which is fire element, your drive, your passion, your inspiration, right? Yeah, Ace of Wands. Yeah, so I think this came out in reading 1. If you were attracted to reading 1, you might check that out too. But the Ace of Wands is about a new passion, a new drive, a new fire in your belly, and this is a gift given to you, letting you know that you have everything you need within you and to move forward in things. It's like the magician that, points a magician wand to the sky. It's a conduit. It allows the love and energy from above to flow through it, and it has a hand pointed at the earth, which brings in that energy to the world. So there is this inspiration, this new energy that comes in here for your life, a new passion that comes in. It's like if you fear the other foot's going to drop, that energy, instead of focusing in on what you fear is missing or will be taken away, you're having gratitude and joy and celebration for it instead. And then Pentacles is up next here. Already it seems like here with this Pentacles is about the outside world. It's the earth element. And so this is like, what does Spirit want you to know? You actually get 2. So you do have the 9 of Pentacles, which is abundance, and the Queen of Pentacles, which is about new abundance coming in, new birth coming in here too. So both of these cards coming in are very, very beneficial here. So you have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is about finding your worth from within and seeing your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. It's like you're alone in the garden with Spirit, but this is about independence and this feeling of self-sufficiency coming in. And then we move into the Suit of Swords, which is your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. And you've got the Queen of Swords. Balancing of heart and mind coming in here too. You had the Queen here. So you got a couple of Queens, which does have to do with connecting to your heart energy, because all the Queens get a second portion of water. So far you've got like 2 water and then, 1 earth and 1 air. But she definitely brings in this balance between the heart and the mind. And, we were talking about here getting out of your head and into your heart and following your inspiration instead of the brainy old stuff, right? So I like that coming in here. Definitely, getting out of this 7 of Swords type of energy of the head, of all these beliefs that you've been given in your life because of other people's actions. And so you created stories around stuff of what you deserve and don't deserve and what will be stolen out of your life, and that you're cheated out of opportunities. But this is all about the transformation, and that it changes here, and a change of your worth all comes in here, which allows you to feel this abundance in your outside world. And then we move into the Cups suit, which is water energy, all the emotions. So let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know about your emotions? All right, this one. Page of Cups. Yeah, higher love, newer love, experiencing love in a different way. And there is this energy of all this coming together about looking at your worth and your self-love in a different way, getting into some energies of some old belief systems about what you're worthy of. It reminds me a little bit of like Six of Pentacles energy. It's about looking at how you had to feel like you had to give so much to deserve so little in your life, and there's this transformation of this worth in relationship to the outside world that definitely allows you to, with this connection to Spirit, you see how precious you are in the sight of Creator and Spirit, and how unconditionally loved you are. And I just feel like this is a powerful time where you put in the blood, the sweat, and the tears, and where you might have felt like there was a block before, holding things back, like a force field holding things back. Doing some inner work with your inner child allows you to see where those old beliefs are that you can release yourself from. And then your final card is going to be from the Major Arcana here, and we'll see what's their final advice on how you can transform all this fear of the other foot dropping into peace instead. And what do we have here? Yep, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is this invitation from your higher self to look and see, who is it that you truly are? What do you truly want? Capital T truths of your true self. Capital T truths of what you're worthy of what you want in life. And so there is this clarity that comes in definitely here. Trusting your third eye connection to the spirit world brings you super, super clarity on your, like I said, especially your self-worth, when you define yourself by the outside world, you feel like you're always falling short, because we can't please. Everyone has different scales that they're measuring. We're never consistently like priceless, but when we turn inward and upward, connect with spirit, then we see how priceless we are, and then that changes how you perceive everything. So I'm loving this for you. And that's what they have here for you. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That does tell me you're enjoying the content, but it also tells YouTube that you are, and they'll bring you more of the same. The second thing you can do is click that subscribe button. That does give you access to the notification bell. And if you go in there and select all, then you'll be notified when new videos come out on my channel, plus when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. In addition to all of that, you are part of the love tsunami, and you are able to help spread the Zen love, because when you like or share my videos, comment on my videos, subscribe to my channel, or even become one of my YouTube channel members, doing any of those things helps spread the Zen love. It makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, super happy, excited, it wants to automatically share my videos with others. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I am ever so grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. They're my pre-recorded personal readings are half off the remainder of 2023. All that information is listed in the description box down below. Right, beautiful soul, as you're going through this journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. You hang in there, and you take care.